guys are big Avengers fans, Marvel fans. Tony Stark here, man. I've seen Loki free from his cage. Are you going to do anything about that?
Yeah.
What's your name, my friend?
Brayson.
Brayson, nice to meet you. And how about your family here? How about your sisters?
What's your name?
Grace.
Grace.
Sadie. Big Marielle.
Are you guys from Calgary?
Yeah, we're originally from Calgary. That's right.
All right, yeah, we're actually down from Fort McMurray here. This is our first time at the Calgary Expo. So is this your guys' first time here? Are you guys into the whole cosplay thing yearly? Are you regulars?
Yeah, we come annually, but this is my wife's first time coming with us.
Of the big names, the long list of big names that are here, who have you guys met so far?
We haven't met anyone so far. We've seen them from a distance. Yeah, kind of creepily watching.
Any hopefuls?
And we were hoping to catch Stanley.
That was the longest line that I saw, for sure. Well, good luck with that. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and enjoy the rest of Calgary Expo. All right, hanging out with Motley Crew here. Okay, we got Pamela Isley, Barbara Gordon, Not a Clue, and of course we've got Selena Kyle, we've got Harley Quinn, and this pretty much makes up the Rogues Gallery of Gotham City. And also representing Bada Boom Costumes, which all these amazing costumes were made by yourself. What's your real name?
My name's Kristen Welker. And so I founded Bada Boom Costumes about a year ago, and this was our first big, huge project that we decided to do together.
This is amazing. You guys can spot this crew like all over the Comic-Con. You guys must be getting a lot of looks, a lot of comments. Is this one of your first times at the Comic-Con here in Calgary?
No, I've actually been coming since the inception in 2007. So when it was really, really tiny and just comic book creators and artists, and it was amazing. And then I've been here ever since, and I was here for last year for the Giant Crash with TNG. But, you know, it's great. It's nice to actually have something in Canada that is so big and popular, and everyone's getting out and getting their nerd on. No fire marshals, no closing it. Nothing's closed down.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. So they actually, same organizers, just put together two different events and made them one in Edmonton last year, the Edmonton Expo. Have you guys been on the road to that one?
We're actually Edmonton-based, and so we were there last year as well. And yeah, hopefully Edmonton gets as big as Calgary, and we can have a big old more rival. Yeah.
Totally. And that is amazing, I gotta say. This is very, very dapper. Yeah, I mean, you've got to squire them around town.
You gotta bring them around.
Bada Boom Costumes, check them out. Thanks for chilling with the YMM podcast, guys. So, Mr. Smeagol, how have you been enjoying the Calgary Expo here? Any comment on any of the amazing cosplayers that you've seen? I've seen a few hobbits walking around. You're not giving me a lot here. Okay, I know how to get you. Let's play a game of riddles. I know a riddle for you. What is the one place in a classroom that you can place a book and you can't jump over it? All right, it's in the corner. No, nothing. He's dry. Let's cut it. Here with the prolific voice actor Phil LaMarr. There's been some interesting news about Futurama, canceled again this past week. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings on that? Of course, famous for voicing the role of Hermes.
Actually, very, very sad about it. Living on borrowed time to begin with, so it's not too big a shock, but you never like to have a fun job with good people go away.
What is your favorite character to have voiced in the past?
It's so hard to say. I think maybe if I did them all at the same time or all in the same week, but they all came along at different times in my life and offered, different experiences and different groups of people. And I've been fortunate enough to work on a lot of really good shows, so it's almost impossible to pick a favorite.
Yeah, I can understand that. Probably like getting to know a new friend each time, and you don't want to, say you're best friends with all of them. They're all going to get jealous of each other, right?
Well, if you want to have voices, you must fill out a proper voice requisition paperwork.
You can't just do this. We're not giving this shit away for free.
Always the bureaucrat, always. All right, thank you so much, Phil LaMarr. It's been great to talk to you. So sitting in the chair with Bleeding Art Industries, where I'm about to get some prosthetic makeup done to my face. They're going to make me look pretty scary here. We're just waiting on just making sure that I get my paperwork signed and make sure that I'm good to go. But Brandon is going to be chatting with us about the actual application of the prosthetic makeup. Well, we're probably going to have a couple people walking by. It's very, very busy here at the Calgary Expo. But I'm here with Brandon, who's going to give me a bullet hole wound right here and up on the forehead here. I bet I'm going to look beautiful afterwards. So can you tell me a little about the application of prosthetics and about horror makeup in general?
Yeah, where do I start? I mean, prosthetics makeup, it goes back for years and years and years. I mean, back to the 30s, 40s, 50s, as long as pictures have been around, people have been altering their appearance to suit a role. It's funny because as technology changes and develops, usually you out with the old and in with the new, but I'm actually using spirit gum, which is the same thing they used on the original Frankenstein.
I'm familiar. It's rough when you get it off.
We're just gonna do a quick bullet hole. We're gonna build it out of nose and scar wax. So spirit gum goes on as the base. That's kind of the first foremost. So I'm just going to...
I can smell it.
A big mistake that people use with spirit gums and adhesives in general is they think more means better. It's not. All these adhesives are contact based. So if you let them dry and get to a tacky point, they'll hold that much better. If you put it on, it'll just, slide right off your face. So you get these Halloween prosthetics at stores and they're falling off halfway through the night and people can't figure out why. You actually have to let the adhesive almost cure completely first. If you have two parts that you're doing, like a prosthetic, a pre-mated piece, you'd actually put the adhesive on that as well. Let it get to that same tacky stage and it's like a contact adhesive, so it sticks together and you're good to go.
So less is more, right? So tell me a little bit about this this wax that you're using to mold.
We're using nose and scar wax, which actually is a product morticians have used over the years to rebuild a face after an accident. We go in and destroy a face, and I mean, we could do things like we could change the appearance of your nose, all that stuff, but again, it's a relatively old technology that's just been used throughout the years and has a lot more use than people would think. Luckily, they've removed over the years the things like formaldehyde and all the other lovely components that used to once upon a time be in it, and again, have made it skin safe and not quite so poisonous.
Not quite so poisonous is exactly what I'm hoping for here. Maybe a little bit I can handle, but be gentle. So what are some actual big productions or short films that you've worked on personally?
Well, myself and the team here through Bleeding Art, we did the creatures that you can probably see out the background. That was for the short film The Hunt by Spencer Estabrooks. We just actually had the premiere, the Canadian premiere last week.
So I'm at the stage here where we're seeing some depth, some place where blood should be coming out of. So tell me a little bit about the technique here for the bullet hole.
Okay, so what we're doing here, I've applied the wax down to over where the spirit gum is. You then kind of go in and you just sort of taper the wax out. You want to try and make a seamless blend between the wax and in any case the prosthetic and the human skin, because that's where you're going to have your giveaway. This is Blood Jam. It's one of our products and it does a lot of the work for you. It really gives that final impact of something.
Right, yeah. And I just saw you using the brush to kind of fleck a little bit of color. Is that sort of a texture technique?
That's a spatter effect that we use, where you can go in with a color and you stipple and spatter in some blood. It gives the illusion that the blood is sprayed and misted on your face. So this spatter, having it go past that edge, distracts your eye. So you're not focusing right on where the makeup finishes. I'm going to go in here with just a little bit of blood.
All right, cool. Yeah, okay. All right, cool.
So we're going to let gravity go into the blood, and you tilt forward.
Okay, I'm going to tilt forward here.
To make sure this doesn't go in your eyes, but we're going to kind of just let it
come down. Okay, yeah, I can see it. It's coming down.
If I knew you were laying down, I'd have the blood drip this way off your head. When you're standing up, it looks ridiculous because it's pointing out to your ear. That's not.
It's just a very windy day, is all.
Exactly, right. It's one thing to spatter something on somebody's face. It's another to understand the backstory and the physiology of why those things are where they are.
Right, what happened to the cadaver with the bullet in his forehead? So I'm looking like we're close to done here. This looks pretty impressive.
One last thing that I'm going to do.
Yeah.
This part, people don't like it. I say it smells like poison. It just smells a little bit like bug spray. This is a sealer. It's a clear acrylic that's going to go over the top and just give you a little extra longevity. So if you close your eyes for me, I'm going to count to 3. On 3, I want you to do a yoga exhale. Just breathe out slowly, and it's gonna feel like you got spritzed in the face.
Okay.
So be prepared.
I'm gonna have a Zen moment. Okay.
So on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That was the least flinching I've seen all day.
There we go.
You were Zen.
Cool, yeah. I went to my happy place there.
The fantastic thing about some of these makeups is they're so tweaked and tailored that really we can match to just about any skin tone directly with the makeup. The less makeup that you can put on top of something, the more natural it's going to look. You want to avoid that caked up look, so our gelatin appliances, things like that, they're set to be user-friendly straight out of the package on, and it almost blends perfectly.
This looks pretty perfect to me. I'm looking pretty gruesome. So I got to thank you, man. Brandon, it's been a slice. Yeah, get the blood on me. I'm already got it on my forehead. That's all good. We're good. Thanks so much. Check them out. It's Bleeding Art Industries with a lot of projects on the go. Make sure that you find out more online.
Okay, so we were just wrapping up here at the Calgary Comic Expo, the second largest expo in Canada, and had a pretty amazing time. As you can see, I'm in cosplay. I was Santana today and Harley Quinn yesterday, and that was lots of fun. Lots of people starting to pack up and leave. Now today it is Sunday, so a lot of people wrapping up. We had a massive marketplace area. I would say at least 50 different people doing autographs inside. There were panels. We didn't get to do half of the things we wanted to do because there's so much going on, but it was really amazing, and I'm really looking forward to next year.